Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. This is part 4 on how to make your money pig. Your money pig eyes. I cannot wait to try this technique that I discovered with the dollar sign and the pig's eyes to some of my other type of dolls. So here you have the eyelid. You're going to trace the eyelid onto the fabric, of course, and you want to make several eyelids, because I find that you may, if you use a print that has multiple patterns or different designs on it, once you place it on your doll or pig, you may decide, this is not a good fit. So, and plus they're so easy to make quite a few. Now, if you have a fabric that has once you cut it, it doesn't look smooth, go ahead and cut a double, fold the fabric in half, and then trace the eyelid onto the fabric. So completely around the eyelid, place a hole in the back, a small hole, and then turn it inside out, and this way you'll have smooth edges around your eyelid. I actually used this technique for the blue pig because the fabric it's like the edges were very had a lot of strings, and I didn't like it, so that's how I did it. But basically, like I said, just make quite a few, and it's better to make it too big than too small. But and once you try it on the pig's eyes, you can decide if you want a more dreamy, sleepy look, or if you want the eyes to appear to be more open. That's totally up to you. It's not complicated. I also like to use my crystal coat glaze to attach it over the pig's eyes. I like crystal coat glaze because it dries clear. And anyway, I don't want to overcomplicate this. I don't know if I said this in a previous video or not. You also want to place your prosperity pig in your money area in your home. So when you walk into the door of any room, you look to your extreme left corner. Like when you extreme, like here's a box, and you look in that left corner, and this is the area where you want to place your money pig. Now, the thing about your money area in Feng Shui, if there is a large window in that area, which I have experienced myself, you want to get like a room divider or something to stop all of your chi. Your chi is like the soul energy that comes into the house. You want to stop it from escaping. So you might want to put a room divider over a large window, or maybe a large piece of furniture. But you want to keep that money in the house. You don't want that money just, you want it to circulate. So anyway, you want to place your money pig in the far left corner in your house or in your bedroom. Now, here, these are little cabochons I think people use to make earrings and little pieces of jewelry. They're very inexpensive. I bought a pack from Amazon, and they were probably, I think maybe like $6.99 or less for 100. But I like it because it's already beveled. It has, so when you place the nail polish on the back of the clear acrylic, I don't know, cabochon, or you're going to then place the little dollar signs. And I also purchased the little dollar signs from Amazon as well. And it's like graffiti. That is actually a dollar sign graffiti. And I think it was like $3.99 or $4.99 for a pack. So you're going to use the nail polish to put on the back of the cabochon, or the little clear circle, little beveled acrylic. And then you're going to place the dollar sign right on top of the nail polish. And you're going to let it dry. Now, I also like to add the mica powder you'll see with some of the other eyes. I like to add mica powder on top of the nail polish to add like some color. Like for the blue pig, the blue prosperity pig, the blue money pig, I wanted the eyes to be light blue, but I wanted them to have a shimmery, dreamy like look. So I placed some blue mica powder on top of the nail polish after I placed the money. So nail polish, the dollar sign, the little dollar sign, and then I placed the mica powder on top of it and I let it dry. And it dries pretty quickly and I just love the way it looks. I cannot wait to try this technique. I don't know how this idea popped in my head, but I cannot wait to try it with different designs on some of my other dolls. Like, I'm really excited about it. I'm not sure if the pictures are doing the eyes justice. All I know is when my granddaughter looked at the pigs, she said the pigs look like they're alive. They really, in person, it almost gives you an otherworldly feeling. It kind of gives you the chills because it's like their eyes sparkle. Now, the reason I want you to put the dollar sign in your money pig's eyes is because you are looking for opportunities that are in your environment to increase your income. Now, when we talk about increasing your income, and child, money is a very complex topic, because money and spirituality, they may not always look the way you want it to look, but it aligns you with why you are here on this planet. So I like to warn people about spirituality and money. So let's just say you make your prosperity pig and you're thinking like, okay, cool, I want to hit the lottery. Now, maybe some people will hit the lottery if that's what you are here for. But you know what? You may end up writing a book, or you may end up painting or teaching yoga classes or doing something that you never imagined before. That's the thing about that I am learning about working with the spiritual realm and money. So in sociology, which is where I don't know, I've said this before, but I have a doctorate degree in psychology and I'm ABD in sociology. But one of the things I learned in sociology, which really was, I think was one of my favorite things about sociology, is when we talk about wealth. Like, there are three types of wealth. There is material wealth, like when you own like property and cars and money and stocks and bonds. There is prestige. So this could be a person, like, let's say, for example, you are a teacher, or you are a community organizer or a social worker. You have a degree and you are helping people. You have a prestige, but you don't necessarily have wealth. You may also look at people like Martin Luther King or Mother Teresa. They didn't have like material wealth, but they had prestige. People looked up to them. People respected them. And then also, there's also power. There are some people, they have power. And I think these are people who can be influencers, or people who are, doing maybe some things that are not, considered above board legally. You know what I'm saying? So you can be a very, very powerful person in various occupations, but it doesn't mean that you may have the prestige. You understand what I'm saying? So if you are a person who maybe you're in charge of a gang and you have a lot of power, but no one is saying, okay, I want my kid to go to school to do that. You know what I mean? So when there are people who have all three. They have material wealth, they have prestige, as well as power. But this these are the three cornerstones to wealth in terms of sociology. So I just want you to keep that in mind. So when you create your prosperity pig, and in the next video, in the final video, darling, you are going to write a petition. And I like for people to write whatever it is they want to write, but one of the things I personally like to write is to be in alignment with my soul's purpose, my soul's mission. Why, the people who I have signed up to help on this planet, I want to be in alignment with that truth. And what I have found from doing spiritual work is that what that looked like to me and how I was hoping that would be is not always the way that it's not the way I would say my higher self would want it to be. And you can look at that by the people who say, hey, you really helped me, or I wouldn't be here without you. Some of us are here to help people, but every time we want something, every time we need something, we will always have it. But we're meant to be on a spiritual path. And not saying that you can't have like a home and a car and all of those things, but those things may come at different points in your life. Like even like if you look at people who, like I was thinking about President Biden and achieving the presidency at a late stage in his life, because that's when he was ready. That's his calling. That's a part of his soul's design of what he's supposed to contribute to society. I don't know if this is making sense. So I'm just telling you that the pig eyes represent seeing wealth. And that's another thing too, is that pigs have extremely poor vision. I think I've said it in all of the previous videos. So they have a very sensitive nose, but they have extremely poor vision. They can see what's around them. And I think that when we have, it's not that you have limited vision, it's that you are supposed to look at the good in your life. You're supposed to look at what's around you and ask yourself, why am I here? What am I overlooking? As opposed to me looking into other people's lives or looking at social media or looking at what my parents or anybody else said I'm supposed to be doing. It's for looking within your heart and looking at your immediate surrounding. And a lot of times when people are looking to grow in terms of wealth and prosperity, what you're looking for, it is looking for you, but it's usually something that's right there. Like maybe you are good at cutting hair or baking cookies, or there's a skill that you have, but you don't necessarily like to use that skill set. So this is why I think one of the reasons that the pig is a symbolism for wealth and prosperity is because it's about being grounded, especially on, in this realm on planet Earth. You want to be grounded in your body, in the circumstances that are influencing your life. So for example, Harriet Tubman, and I've said this in a lot of videos, Harriet Tubman is my hero. And here's a person, she didn't have money, she didn't have property, right? And she really didn't have I don't know about her power, but prestige is something that she had in spades. So when you're thinking about what it is you're here to contribute to the world, to utilize your gifts and talents, to share who you really are, that sight is looking within, and it's looking in your immediate environment and asking your spirit guides, asking, your soul, like, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? What am I supposed to be sharing? Because the pig also represents being generous, and it's about sharing. I really hope this video helps someone. I look very much forward to completing the last video. I think it's video 5, where I'm going to show you how to add the zipper in the back of the pig, how to add the coins to the bottom of his feet, because of course you want to be led to wealth and prosperity. in alignment with your soul's calling, and then how to write your petition and place it inside of your pig's bag. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, darling, in the next video.